Hello, wonderful people. I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's been a while, it's been a minute, but first of all, I want to say I'm sorry. I know this is so generic for every YouTuber to say that hasn't been on YouTube. And I will say I'm sorry to my viewers for not being, present or whatnot, but I'm genuinely sorry for not posting videos as much as I can or as much as I could and stuff. Honestly, I've had a hands full of something. YouTube is very important to me. That's why I find myself, no matter where I am, no matter how long I've been MIA, I still come back and post a video. If I really didn't care, my last video would have been like a year ago or whatnot. Okay, enough of me blah blah blah, because I've noticed that anytime I'm naturally a quiet person, but anytime I sit in front of the camera, I like to talk a lot and stuff. So anyways, we're gonna get straight to this video, but I really want to say I'm sorry and thank you guys. Also got a shout out to my subbies, my subscribers. I'm currently, let me check my phone right now. Maybe I probably gained a subscriber or whatnot, but I'm currently at 401 subscribers, and it's amazing. Anytime I'm like over 100, like I was so happy when I hit 100, 200, 300. Now I'm at 401, and it's growing and stuff. So like I'm really very excited and thankful for you guys. Thank you. That's all I could say, and I'm gonna say I'm sorry I'm a little awkward, but yeah, okay, let me get straight to the point. So that was a huge introduction, wasn't it? That was kind of cheesy, but I'm not gonna edit it or make another video because time crunch is really something. But the reason why I'm making this video, drum roll, maybe if you haven't observed my big and fat face and like my humongous breast and everything about me, but I'm currently pregnant. Yes, I'm pregnant. I'm in my 3rd trimester of pregnancy. I'm really close to the end than the beginning, which is like insane. Oh my goodness. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for keeping me through this journey. It hasn't been easy and stuff, but I'm just super excited. So this video is gonna be about the ugly truth of pregnancy. Like, pregnancy is not a joke. Like, I wish I knew a lot about pregnancy before I dived into it, but no, chick, I didn't know. So like I walked in blindly and I've learned so much. I've been really high, I've been really low. I feel like me recording this video is probably one of my highs of pregnancy, because like I'm not sick, I'm not, like I'm healthy, I'm in a good position right now. So thanks be to God. But prior to that, it's been like really traumatic, really, maybe I would say even agonizing. Like it's been very hard. So I'm gonna split this video into 3 sections: 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So like I'm gonna start with the 1st trimester because obviously I've passed it, and hopefully somebody finds this video helpful. Okay, bye, enough of me. Let me just get started. So I feel like it's important to let you guys know that everybody's pregnancy is different, okay? So this is more like a subjective opinion. I also have like a confounding. Is it confounding? When I was doing research, I know all this, but something like my background is probably different from another person who is going through a similar situation, like background, in a sense that I'm doing this alone. Like when I say alone, I'm physically here by myself. Like I'm going through, I have like a lot of support and stuff, but like all my support system, they are like either they're home. My confounding factor could have influenced like my experience in certain ways, but this is like the gist, the generalized. I'm gonna give you the generic form of it, and I know that not even generic, the basic form of it, and I feel like the basic could be all around, like could be universal or could be uniform if you are going through it. So I hope I make sense. But number one thing is like morning sickness. Morning sickness is not even a joke. I don't even understand why it's called morning sickness, because there's nothing morning about it. Like it happens throughout the day. Mine was very bad that I had to stop working. Like I couldn't. I was like puking. Okay, so symptoms of morning sickness: puking or vomiting. It's like anything you eat, it has to come out. You know, heartburns. I had really bad heartburns. Like in the beginning, like anytime you eat, it's like your heart is burning. It's an acid reflux and stuff, but that's what it's called, heartburn. So puking, heartburn. Also, like there's this bitterness. Like with me, I had this thing, like my whole mouth was bitter, like, and it's kind of like eased off. I thought it was gonna stop after the first trimester, at least with my bitter sense of taste and bitter sense of mouth and stuff. It's still there. Also, one thing, first trimester, salivating. It's all part of the morning sickness. So when I'm talking about that, you salivate a lot. Like it's like, I mean, at least I salivated a lot, like always wanted to spit and stuff. It was morning sickness is I would say it's very agonizing, because like you were in this pain and like all you hear or all people talk to you about is that, oh, it's normal, you know, that means you're having a healthy baby. It's part of like your body's normal response and stuff. But like even though it's part of your body's normal response, it's like it's very bad, you know. It's like you're weak and everything. So I went to my OB and they prescribed me a bunch of medication. I have it here. So like my first medication they prescribed me was like the what is this called? Oh, I forgot. I'm not a nurse or anything, so excuse my pronunciation, but it's ondansetron. Okay, so the street name is Zofran, and Zofran is for nausea and stuff. So my sister is in the nursing field, and basically I asked her that, you know, what is the Zofran used for, and she's like, for cancer patient when they're having nausea and stuff. So that's what they use, and I kind of got scared. So even though they prescribed this to me, I didn't take it because like it was very strong. So I still have my 10-day supply. Maybe I took one or whatnot. And also when you're pregnant, you gotta be careful of like what kind of medication you're taking, because any medication could alter your system. And since like it's in the first trimester and stuff, like that's when like, you know, the baby's forming, like, you know, all your cells are getting together, your uterus is like implantation and everything. So you definitely want to be careful not to like take too much medicine. So like that I didn't take. Then I changed my OBGYN because like my first was a trip. So like my second one was very more understanding, and that's who I have now, Dr. Lauren Bouchard. She is so amazing, and I'm very thankful that I have her. I hope she delivers my baby. But yeah, so I talked to her and she prescribed me Reagan, and I'm telling you, Reagan I took it once or twice, but my sister's influence throughout my pregnancy. It's like, don't take it. You don't want, not just my sister, but she was like the major influence. Don't take it. You don't want to take pills throughout your pregnancy and yada, yada, yada. So even though like she prescribed me Reagan, I'm sorry if the doctor is watching it, I really didn't take it. I was suffering through this. And but it's also for nausea and stuff. And yeah, so let me be quiet. But the more natural thing that she told me to take was Unisom. Unisom is a sleep aid, like when you're sleeping and stuff, in conjunction with vitamin B6. I guess it also helps with morning sickness. I did take the Unisom and vitamin B6 when I had stopped working, because I work night, and this sleep aid, like if I take it at night, I'm just gonna sleep throughout work, and that is not acceptable. So I took this and I felt heavily drugged. So at this point, nothing really helped me. I was like just going through this morning sickness again, and honestly, I would have wished that on my enemy, but that's like number one thing. So like depending on who you are and stuff, like if you're new to like the whole pregnancy thing, you know, definitely if you have any home remedies during like when you're having morning sickness, definitely go for the home remedies. The reason why is that medications could, you know, mess up a couple of things and you don't want it. Like, honestly, I was supposed to take all of this, but you know, I wasn't a good patient. I mean, I started some I did not start and stuff. So like I would definitely recommend home remedies. And there's this ginger thing that I got. Oh my goodness, it's so disgusting. But the best medicine for your morning sickness is like thyme. That's what I would say. And wow, like it really, when I say thyme, it's really your best medicine, because like as time passes, as you pass through your morning sickness phase and stuff, it gets better. Like, look at me now. I didn't even think I would ever record a video and stuff. So that's number one. All right, number two is weight loss. I can't even say that word. Weight loss during the first trimester. During the first trimester, I dropped down a couple of weight, but it does make sense that, you know, I wasn't eating anything that I saw or I smelled or whatnot. I just automatically wanted to throw up and stuff. So like, I was very dehydrated. My weight was just going down. It was even a concern to like, you know, my OBGYN. They were like, I don't know what to tell you, you know, you have to eat and gain weight. But it wasn't like I was doing it on purpose. I lost so much weight that I was even skinny. Like, I could barely even tell that I was pregnant. If I have a photo, I would insert it. But weight loss for me was just like, at first when I found out I was pregnant, I was like worried about gaining weight and stuff. But like, it actually was reversed for me during my first trimester, that I was losing weight, and that became a concern and stuff. So like, when I finally started gaining weight, it was like everybody was happy. I was happy because like baby needs to grow and stuff. And when you're losing weight and being pregnant, and like the weight loss wasn't like a good weight loss, it was because I was malnourished. I was throwing up everything I could see, even water. I was throwing up water. So that's how bad it was. All right, so the third one, I think I mentioned that already. Heartburn. Everything you eat, it's like, let me narrate it in my own language. It's so it's like it's really sitting on your chest. It's not going anywhere. That's one thing. Okay, food sitting on my chest is one thing, but it also burning, like, you know, it's like acid reflux. So like at first I was taking Tums. If you know it, I have it in my medicine cabinet. I don't know why I didn't grab it, but I was taking Tums and stuff for the heartburn. And yeah, that's people have it throughout their pregnancy. Luckily it stopped for me during the first trimester. And like taking Tums, at a point it's so chalky that at a point it's like you're just eating chalk. So like it's kind of disgusting. I mean, take it 1 or 2 times, but like if you're taking it 5 times a day or whatnot, it's something. And they do have the chalky part and like the somewhat gummy part, but yeah, so that's definitely one. So number 4, oh my goodness, I think, yeah, so number 1 was morning sickness, 2 was weight loss, 3 was heartburn, 4 is constipation. Oh my goodness, number 4 is constipation. Pregnancy makes you very, very, very constipated. Like, when I talk about constipation, it's like your poop is hard as a rock and it even hurts. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, and also like having a lot of mucus in your mucous membrane, like your nose and your mouth, is so common during pregnancy. So you always have to be, excuse me, and stuff. So like I did that on purpose so you guys could see. But it's always like me sucking in something or me, you know, blowing my nose or whatnot. But back to constipation. Constipation is like a major thing. You are pooping like hard as a rock, okay? And it's really bad, you know, it's really bad because like constipation also leads to something. And when you're struggling, it's like you are squinching. I mean, I only know this because like me and my coworkers were listening to this song, like you're sweating and everything, just like poop. And you don't appreciate poop till like you're pregnant, because like poop is like cleaning out your system, but when you're pregnant, it's like your system is clogged and it really needs to clean up. And yeah, so constipation is something that yeah, you would experience when you are pregnant. But I'm gonna jump to number 5. I feel like number 5 should have been number 1. When implantation is occurring, that's when the baby is forming and stuff, you do get some cramps. And some people, like, in conjunction with their cramps, they do bleed. But I didn't see any spotting or blood, but like it kind of makes sense because like your uterus is like really preparing for something. It's preparing for the cells to like embed, the embryo to embed in it and stuff. So it's kind of like planting a plant or whatnot. You kind of have to dig the soil to like insert the plant in, and you cover the root of the plant. That's kind of like implantation. So that's what your uterus is usually doing. So of course you would experience cramps. Of course some people would experience bleeding and spotting and stuff, but like that's normal. When the bleeding becomes excessive, that's when it's a concern. So number 5 should definitely have been number 1, but it's fitting to number 5. Number 6, during like my first trimester, I did genetic testing. Genetic testing is like what it's kind of bad. Okay, I was scared. Okay, and there's a controversy. I don't know, like, okay, so my insurance allowed genetic testing. So like earlier in my pregnancy, I didn't know the sex of my baby because like I did genetic testing. But genetic testing is like when they screen the baby's genetics to see if like there's any abnormalities or whatnot. And the reason why I say it's bad is that like let's say there's any abnormality with your baby and stuff, they low-key like encourage you getting an abortion, which is like a no-no. So like if you can go through your pregnancy and not do genetic testing, because I feel like babies are from God and stuff, so like that shouldn't be. Like I feel like it's crazy. I'm not comfortable talking about that, but they definitely did genetic testing on me and it's scary. Yeah, so yeah, it's whatever. All right, so moving away from genetic testing, number 7 is like your emotions. Your emotions are like, you have a lot of influx of hormones in you. It's like it's going up, it's going down, it's going side and side. Your emotions are very like, it would get you, like I've been angry, I've been mad, I've been, upset, I've been happy, I've been, like all in the space of like within seconds, which is crazy. So like your emotions definitely plays a role in you. Unfortunately, I've taken it out on like the people I love, like my family and stuff, and sometimes even at work at a certain degree to my co-workers and stuff. So like I really do want to apologize, because like if you're closer to me and stuff, you see it all. And I do want to apologize to anyone that I've offended of her or her. I know I did. So I know, I knowingly know I offended some people, or I just lashed out and burst out, and I want to blame it on pregnancy, but that is also not acceptable. So I do apologize to all my loved ones, friends, co-workers and stuff, if I offended anyone. Yep. All right. So also number 8 is depression. When you get into pregnancy, I was a little, I'm the type that never even want to acknowledge that word, but I dipped really low just because the father of my child is overseas. I'm doing this by myself, and it's like, how are you gonna do this and all that? So depression was it played a role, and this all happened during my first trimester. And number 9, I think I know that it here, but salivating was also a big thing for me, even though I've spoken about it. It's like you're looking for places to spit and stuff, and at first I'll see people salivate and stuff and I'm like, ew, this is nasty. But when it happened to me, I'm like, wow, I'm salivating too. So it's it was definitely not something good. And number 10, what did I put for number 10? Okay, so number 10, when you're pregnant and stuff, at least in the United States, you can't just go see the doctor and stuff. I had to wait 8 weeks before I went to see the doctor. And with my 8 weeks appointment, I had this horrible OBGYN. First of all, he was a guy, and I don't have anything with guys, but like when certain things, like when it comes to OB and stuff, like, you know, I definitely would want to go to a woman's OBGYN. I felt really violated, even though he was doing his job. Like, it was just like he was in me with a probe, and it felt so uncomfortable. So like, ladies, if you're in pregnancy and stuff and you are not comfortable with your OBGYN just because it's an opposite sex and stuff, you can definitely change the OB. It's nothing, but it's just personal me. I would rather have a woman deliver my, of course, like when I'm delivering my baby and there's a guy OBGYN and it's only a guy, I don't mind the guy OBGYN delivering my baby, but like, you know, just to see somebody go in you with a probe and stuff, and it was just like, I felt like he was rough and he didn't care. And yeah, so like basically choose an OB that you are comfortable with. And in the state, you can go to see your doctor earlier than, you know, 8 weeks. So after 8 weeks, they do check if you have 1 or 2 babies in you, and when you have 1 and 2 babies, you start going to see the OBGYN throughout. First trimester, you go see your OBGYN every month, then second 2 every month. But like once you get to your 3rd trimester, it comes down to 2 weeks. And like once you're getting to the end of your delivery, it comes down to like every week. So right now I think I'm still in my 2 weeks, and as I'm getting closer to the end, it's gonna be every week for me. But anyways, so these are the 10 essential things that I feel like it's very useful going into pregnancy and something to look forward to. You might have morning sickness, you might not have morning sickness, you might have some symptoms that I talked about, or you may not. Everybody's pregnancy is different, but this is what I experienced, and I didn't think there was something out there for me. That's why I feel like it's important to make this video. So anyways, thank you, and see you in my next video. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. All right, peace and love. I love you guys. All right, bye now.